Most people spend 20, 30, even 40 years making the same money mistakes. Not because they're bad with money, but because nobody ever taught them these rules. Today, we're going to fix that. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The difference between someone who retires comfortable and someone who retires stressed isn't income. It's not luck. It's not even intelligence. It's knowing these 10 rules, and knowing them early enough to act on them. Some of you watching this will apply rule number 1 tonight. Others will wait. And 10 years from now, that single decision will be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to walk through the 10 money rules that change everything. These aren't complicated. They're not get-rich-quick schemes. But they are the rules that quietly separate people who build real wealth from people who wonder where their paycheck went every single month. Let's start with the one that hits hardest. Rule number 1. Your income doesn't build wealth. Your gap does. Most people believe that earning more money solves their money problems. It doesn't. There are people making $30,000 a year who are quietly building wealth, and there are people making $150,000 a year who are completely broke. The difference isn't the income. It's the gap. Wealth is not built by how much you earn. It's built by the distance between what you earn and what you spend. A person earning $50,000 and spending $35,000 has a $15,000 gap. That gap, invested consistently, becomes millions over time. A person earning $120,000 and spending $119,500 has a $500 gap. They'll be working until they're 70. Before you think about investing apps, before budgeting spreadsheets, before anything else, ask yourself one question. What is my gap right now? That number is your real financial report card. Rule number 2. Pay yourself first. Every single time. Here's how most people handle a paycheck. They pay rent, pay their bills, buy groceries, maybe treat themselves a little, and then save whatever's left over. Which is usually nothing. Here's what people who actually build wealth do. They save first, and live on the rest. It sounds almost too simple, but it rewires everything about how you relate to money. The key is automation. Don't manually transfer money after payday. Don't decide how much to save based on how you feel that month. Set up an automatic transfer that moves money to savings the same day your paycheck hits, before you ever see it, before you spend a single dollar of it. Even if it's $50. Even if it feels pointless. The habit is the point. Your future self is a bill, a non-negotiable one. Pay that bill before anyone else gets a cent. Rule number 3. Your car is making you poor. This one is going to be uncomfortable for some people, but it needs to be said. Your car is probably the single biggest obstacle standing between you and financial freedom. Here's the math they don't show you in the dealership. A $35,000 car financed at 7% interest over 5 years costs you $693 every single month. That's $8,316 per year, and over 5 years you've paid $41,580, while the car lost 20% of its value the moment you drove it off the lot. But here's the number that should stop you cold. That same $693 a month, invested instead at a 10% average market return, becomes over $1.5 million over 30 years. You are not buying a car. You are selling your retirement. Nobody's saying never own a vehicle. The rule is this: buy used, buy reliable, pay cash when possible, and never let a car payment consume more than 10% of your take-home pay. The people who built quiet, lasting wealth. They drove boring cars intentionally, for decades. Before we keep going, if this is already making sense, save this video right now. Rules 6, 7, and 10 are the ones most people have never heard, and they tend to hit the hardest. Save it and come back whenever you need it. Now let's keep going. Rule number 4. Never carry a credit card balance. Ever. Credit cards are not the enemy. credit card balances are. Here's what a balance actually costs you. The average person carries around $6,500 in credit card debt at an average interest rate of 24%. That's $1,560 a year just in interest, not paying it off, not moving forward, just staying in place. And here's what makes it worse. Compound interest, the same force that builds your wealth when you invest, is working directly against you every single day you carry a balance. The bank is using your own financial weapon against you. The rule is simple. Use your credit card exactly like a debit card. Spend only what you already have. Pay the full balance every single month, not the minimum, the full amount. If you can't do that right now, put the card away until you can. The only people who should be earning 24% returns are the ones charging you 24% interest. Don't fund their wealth at the expense of yours. Rule number 5. Automate everything. Remove willpower from the equation. Willpower is a limited resource. You wake up with a full tank every morning, and every decision you make throughout the day depletes it. By evening you're running on fumes. That's when you overspend, skip the savings transfer, and tell yourself you'll start next month. The solution isn't more discipline. It's removing the decision entirely. Automate your savings transfer the day your paycheck arrives. Automate your investment contributions. Automate your bill payments. Make the right financial choice the default choice so there's nothing to decide. The wealthiest people aren't more disciplined than you. They've built systems where good financial behavior happens automatically, whether they feel motivated or not. Set it up once, let it run, and get on with your life. Rule number 6. Lifestyle creep will quietly destroy your future. You get a raise. You upgrade your apartment, get a nicer car, start eating out more. And somehow, despite earning significantly more than you did 2 years ago, you still feel broke at the end of every month. This is lifestyle creep. It's silent, it's gradual, and it's the most common wealth destroyer that nobody talks about. Every time your income goes up, your lifestyle automatically inflates to match it. And your gap, that number from Rule 1, stays exactly the same. You're earning more and building exactly as much wealth as before. The rule: every single time your income increases, save at least 50% of that increase before you change your lifestyle by a single dollar. Got a $600 raise? $300 goes directly to wealth building. The other $300 can improve your life. Not all of it. Half. The people who build real lasting wealth often don't look wealthy while they're building it. That's not an accident. That's the strategy. Rule number 7. Your emergency fund is not savings. It's insurance. Most people treat their savings account as one general pool that covers both emergencies and future goals. That's a mistake that costs them every time life happens. Your emergency fund has exactly one job: to protect you when the unexpected hits. Job loss, medical emergency, car breakdown, urgent home repair. It is not an investment. It should not be in the stock market where it can drop 30% the exact moment you need it. It should sit in a high-yield savings account, boring, liquid, and accessible. The target is 3 to 6 months of your total living expenses, fully funded before you aggressively invest in anything else. Why? Because without an emergency fund, any financial surprise sends you straight to a credit card, which brings you back to Rule 4, which costs you 24% interest, which destroys everything else you've built. Build the shield first. Then build the wealth. Rule number 8. Boring investments beat exciting ones. Every single time. Everyone wants to find the next big thing. The hot stock that 10x's, the crypto that makes them rich overnight, the investment tip from someone who got lucky once and now acts like they have a system. Here's what actually builds wealth over time: owning everything. Index funds, which hold tiny pieces of every major company in the market, have returned an average of approximately 10% per year over the past century. No expertise, no stock picking, no market timing required. Meanwhile, the average individual investor who actively tries to beat the market underperforms it by 1 to 2% every single year. Trying to be smart about it actually makes them worse off. Boring is not a consolation prize. Boring is the strategy. Boring is how ordinary people with ordinary incomes build extraordinary wealth over time. Stop chasing excitement, start owning the whole market, and let time do the rest. Rule number 9. The 24-hour rule will save you thousands. Your brain was not designed for financial decisions. It was designed for survival, which means it prioritizes immediate rewards over long-term consequences, every time, without exception. And an entire industry has been built to exploit exactly that. The countdown timers, the only 3 left in stock warnings, the one-day sale that somehow runs every week, all of it is engineered to catch you before your rational mind has a chance to weigh in. The rule is almost offensively simple. Any unplanned purchase over $50, stop, close the tab, wait 24 hours, sleep on it. That's it. Most impulse purchases feel completely urgent in the moment and completely unnecessary the following morning. The item will still be there tomorrow. The sale will come back. And if it doesn't, you almost certainly didn't need it. This single rule, applied consistently, saves most people thousands of dollars a year. Not from earning more, not from cutting out coffee, just from pausing. Rule number 10. Time is your only unfair advantage. This is the rule that, if you really let it sink in, changes the way you see every single day you're not building wealth. Compound interest is not complicated. It simply takes time. And time is the one resource you can never buy back, no matter how much money you eventually make. Here's the number that makes this real. Someone who invests $200 a month starting at age 22 will retire with more money than someone who invests $400 a month starting at age 32, even though the late starter put in twice as much money every single month. The early starter wins not because they were smarter or had better investments, but because they started. Every year you wait costs you more than a full year of investing can recover. That's not motivation. That's arithmetic. The best time to start was 10 years ago. The second best time is today, not next month when things settle down, not next year after the holidays, not when you feel more ready. Today. We're not going to pretend this is easy. The cost of living is real. Salaries don't always feel like enough. The system isn't designed to make this simple. But these 10 rules work regardless of all of that. They've always worked. And they'll work for you if you decide to start. Let's run through all 10 one more time. Rule 1. Your gap builds wealth, not your income. Rule 2. Pay yourself first. Every single paycheck. Rule 3. Your car is costing you more than you think. Rule 4. Never carry a credit card balance. Ever. Rule 5. Automate everything. Remove willpower from the equation. Rule 6. Freeze your lifestyle every time your income grows. Rule 7. Your emergency fund and your savings are two completely separate things. Rule 8. Boring investments win. Every time. Rule 9. The 24-hour rule stops bad spending before it starts. Rule 10. Time is your only real unfair advantage. Use it. None of these are complicated. None of them require a finance degree. They just require a decision to start. If even one of these rules landed today, share this video with someone who needs it. They might not thank you now, but they will. And if you want to keep learning the things about money that nobody actually teaches you, subscribe. Because next week we're going to break down the 10 things that are quietly draining your bank account every single month, and most people have absolutely no idea they're even spending it. See you there.